What's up, superstars? Welcome. We are here at the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. We're live with Smash Ultimate Crew Battles. We are here in the playoffs. It's time, everything. We've been kind of goofing around with round robin, but now it's time down for the brass tacks as we will have Team SQ versus Team WellSky. And they're going to be battling it out. Loser goes home. Winner moves on. Your classic playoff shenaniganery. So both teams will be bringing their A game, and I'm expecting quite the slobber knocker. If you are somehow just tuning in and you are unaware of our format, we are going to be running a crew battle, which means each player gets 3 stocks allotted to their name. That's going to be typically a 15 total for each team, 5 players on each team. And whoever is able to knock out all 15 stocks of the opposing team wins. So all the playoffs are best of 3. So we're locking down and hunkering down for a good one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and head right on over to it. So I believe this would be classified as the quarterfinal. Is that what you would say? Quarterfinal? Yeah, because it's not the semifinal. Or maybe it's the semifinal. No, it's the quarterfinal. Because there's also a loser's bracket. It's a double elimination. So technically, whoever loses doesn't go home. They just go down to the bottom half of the bracket. All right, well, we're already into it. Let me update the freaking scoreboard so you guys can, keep along. We're here on Smashville, the relatively small map. It will benefit Sean and his rollers here, as there's not much room to kind of run away from that roller. It's going to condition jump a lot more and shield a lot more, allowing for Sean to kind of follow up and or sometimes just land it with the quick burst movement. So excited to see how that turns out. Man, just a lot of percent racked up on Hot Boys here so far. A lot of that coming from that Splat Bomb. If you are unaware, Inkling does apply ink onto their opponent with their ink-based moves. So that Splat Bomb, the Blaster, the Roller, they all kind of apply ink. And that allows Inkling to do subsequently more damage depending on how much ink an opponent has. So pretty much a little bit of a snowballing technique on Inkling there, but it's made these percents not be even. But at the same time, Captain Falcon just hits hard, doesn't need any of that fancy schmancy stuff. Just a Falcon kick to the face is gonna send you sky high, and WellSky gonna be the ones to drop the first stop. Okay, big down throw, but it actually turns out to be Sean's combo there. There comes the roller, but wow, using the speed of Captain Falcon to get away from that one. The double stomp, the up tilt. Oh, try to look for one more spike there. Doesn't get it. Oh, I like the idea of the read on the air dodge there, but Hot Boy's a little too late. Gonna get punished on his own there. Sean just trying to fend off, and does actually clink with the Falcon kick. A meeting of the minds there leads to Captain Falcon ending up on top with that rapid jab though, but just one roller. That's all that needs to connect, and Sean takes the second stock, putting the lead back firmly in WellSky's arena. Oh. Okay, on the ground. Doesn't get the roller, though. Big roll from Hot Boys there. Oh, wait. I misspelled it. Wow. How did I do that? How did I do that? Okay. I do love the up air, the Inkling up air, especially on this stage. It covers a decent amount of area, but honestly, the bigger thing is that just the multi-hit nature of it allows you to kind of follow up a bit better than most kind of sweeping up airs in that same area. Oh my gosh, the down smash almost pops the shield there, but Sean, good shield grab. Gonna get a bit more presence on this stage, but dash attack kind of cancels out the zone. But these splat bombs have just been connecting, and there goes the roller. Oh, and it almost was game, set, and match, and at the end of the day, it will be, because, you know, right out of the berry, Hot Boys mashed out the Falcon Dive, which puts you in a bit of free fall, making you a sitting duck. And I typically don't pull out paintbrushes and hit ducks with them, but that's what Inkling is on. That's the type of timing that Inkling is on, and that will send us to our next match. WellSky going up 3 stocks. A pretty powerful start. Sean only dropped 1, so not too bad by any means. A little bit of back and forth for sure, but I think WellSky's pretty happy with this start. All right, we got our next one lined right up. So far, the stock count 14 to 12. WellSky is up a couple of stocks here. With this one, putting in Nair. Or wait, oh. Yeah, it's Nair. It's Palutena. They're using the same account this time, but this one's Nair because it's Palutena. But with this match, Team Select Quote could even up the stock count. They could end up down 1, or they could end up even further in the hole. So a good bit riding on this second match. Oh, I love the reflector there. Kind of sends back that splat bomb that Sean was getting so much value in the last match from it. Well, that auto reticle gonna stop Sean from just recovering ink for free. Just gotta do it in little spurts. That is the way, you know. You're not gonna get free real estate to kind of do it on your own. Ooh, another roller connects, and a good bit of charge on that forward smash. Oh, Sean almost met the end of the blast zone there with that down air attempt from there. Oh, right into the explosive flame. Tough scenario to get back onto stage. Slides right by. And Sean just gonna work up a bit more ink. Does take some hits for it, but rolls back onto stage and gets right in there. And wow, that was literally a few frames off from hitting that teleporter with the splat bomb. Sean looks very comfortable. There goes another roller and connects with the forward smash. Nair down a stock. And this means that Select Quote, the hole is getting a bit deeper, and Sean continues to, like I say, look very comfortable on the battlefield here. Okay, the Nair does connect, but not nearly sending in the right direction to net a stock take. Can't get the explosive flame to connect. And there goes the F-tilt, finally punishing on the ledge there. I felt like Nair wasn't really coming up with anything big on the ledge, and that's what led to that Sean stock lasting so long. As you can see here, in these early to mid percents, I think Nair does have, you know, maybe not 100% optimal, but they got the combos to rack up that percentage very quickly. Oh my goodness, the forward smash doesn't connect, but the breath from the wings sends Inkling off the stage. There goes an up air. One more. Nope, not quite going to connect. Nair continues to try to keep up the pressure. You can see she's starting to warm up. Big back throw. Oh, both players looking for a down air punish there. Not going to connect for either. Ooh, very unorthodox recovery there from Sean. Both players playing on razor's edge there. Jeez, that dash attack almost sent Sean to the sun, but not quite taking the stock. Gonna get punished on the regrab here, and the Nair scoops up the Inkling and sends them away. Exit stage left, Nair takes down Sean, only losing a stock to her name. But, I mean, I don't know, if you're Sean, you do like that outcome. You were able to net 4 stocks total with your measly 3. I mean, yeah, I think that's a great outcome. All right, but, you know, it could go from a great outcome to a much, much worse one. It really depends on what happens here next for WellSky. As Nair is a potent competitor, and whoever they put in next will have to contend with that Palutena. If they can't take a stock after this one, things get kind of ugly. I'm trying to open this water bottle, but for some reason it is giving me a tough time. I think my hands are like slippery. There we go. I did it. Yay. Alright. Hope you guys at home are hydrated. It's been quite the hot summer. Like, I think, like, basically all of last month I felt like there were heat warnings going on. Like, we were getting crazy high temperatures to be outside. Alright, let's get back into that action. The opponent has approached the stage. It is only a matter of time before we see a clash of crazy proportions. Alright, here we are on Smashville once again. Dom is ready to fight. Ooh, a big punish with the down smash there. Was not expecting that third hit on the shields. Or it may have even poked, and another smash attack connects. Sean is looking for blood. Okay, up air's connecting, but that shield art's gonna keep you healthy until it doesn't. Nair gonna take the first stock here. Wait, is there an updated character? Yeah, but Nair is sitting at a very crazy high percent. I think one more forward air here will do the trick. I think anything from Shulk that has a bit of beef to it will take the stock. Goes for up throw there. Not gonna find the kill. Oh, the backslash, a little bit of a risky proposition, but does find a back air to take the stop. Alright, just a bit of parries on the nair. Oh, that Buster back air is gonna hurt. So while Buster allows you to do more damage, it also lets you take more damage on the other end. So double-edged sword, they say. Oh, that jump bar air slash had a very funky interaction with the down smash, but worked out really well. Oh my goodness, what a catch with the explosive flame. Okay, it is down to the wire, one stock apiece. Both players gonna have to play. Oh my goodness, I say gonna have to play, but honestly that stock did not last much longer. Just cleans it up with a nair, as the name entails. A great finish there for Team SQ to take the lead. This Palutena really putting on a show. Was quite the battle, and so far, you know, Nair has dropped a stock in each of her bouts, but has taken much more than that. Last game took those 2 stocks. This game took all 3 from Dom, and that's a big player off the board for WellSky. They are gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this one, where I'm really interested on what they're gonna do, because I mean, if we're keeping up the trend, Nair will be out in the next fight. Like, she's lost a stock every single fight, right? So numbers would lead you to believe that this next battle, she'll lose that last stock. But the damage has been done quite well. And if she even squeaks away with 1 stock in this next fight, WellSky is down bad. It's going to be a... well, I don't know. They could actually maintain a lead. That beginning gambit from Sean was actually really good for the team. Being able to take those 3 stocks honestly helped them out a lot. So typically I would think that would be a bit worse, but actually now that I'm kind of looking at the numbers, you know, sometimes you gotta look at the numbers. It actually wouldn't be that bad. So WellSky wouldn't mind losing a stock, but would love it if they didn't have to, right? Yeah, I think that is reasonable to say. So we just keep things moving. Hey. Just gotta wait for the next competitor. On to the next battle, they say. It's actually ridiculous, man. All right. One banger after the next. Oh, Mr. Omega is bringing out the Donkey Kong. He usually is rocking with Crom. Okay. I that's what I was wondering. So I think that was it was a misclick. He meant to click Crom. Okay. I thought we were getting a crazy pocket pick there. That would have been wild. The Donkey Kong, that I would have been ready, but no, I think Omega, like I said, usually uses the Crom pilots pretty well, so this will also be very interesting. All right, so yeah, things looking a bit more cohesive as the Crom is on the stage. So I was making it out to be a big test, but like I said, Omega really just needs to get this one stock off of Nair and not let things kind of get out of control. Because WellSky actually have been keeping it close so far. Oh, speaking of keeping it close, this recovery is gonna be rough, as that counter just keeps putting Crom further and further off stage until the stock is gone. Okay, Omega working down a stock, and then, like I said, Nair's just really good at getting that percent up. As soon as she lands a hit, um, you inevitably looking back up at the screen and being at 100%, it's just gonna happen. So Omega sitting on Razor's edge here at 140%. One bad offstage interaction, and Crom will just get deleted. But also has Nair in those red high percents. Crom, being quite a heavy hitter, could take the stock here, but a miscue on that up B sends Omega down one more stock where he will really have to lock in. Oh no, and there goes the Nair. Scooping up Omega, and with the staff, puts 52% unanswered. Omega does find a well-spaced back air. Needs to find the KO here. Okay, tries to nair the top of the shield. I do like the idea there. Oh, and lands right in front of the explosive flame. A little bit of a heater back there, but does find the F tilt, takes the stock, and sigh as that battle has finally concluded. I mean, but the scars from it show deeply, as WellSky now only has 7 stocks to their name. That's That's a rough one. That's a rough one. They were in the lead going into that one. Losing 2 stocks there to Nair's 1 is a little rough. But that will put Team SQ on top and put them up 2 stocks. But you know, these leads mean a lot more near the end here because I mean, just how the crew battle kind of doles out as you get less and less teammates. You know, being in that lead, a 2v1 seems a lot more daunting than a 3v4, even though factually the numbers are still only just 1 up on the others, but it gets a little bit harder when you are counting on less and less and less of your teammates. So far, SQ, obviously they're in the lead, but they're also in a great position, even after losing that last battle. But that's the nature and the beauty of a crew battle. You know, it's a full team effort. Everybody kind of has to pull their weight. And when stocks are dropped, the entire team feels that. So everybody's kind of locked in under one goal, as most team games are. That was my water bottle, sorry. I switched the camera so it wasn't on me while I was drinking water, but I realized that doesn't mute my mic when I do that, so bear with me, chat. Alright, we're here on Kalos, a stage we haven't seen really here. But, kind of a big departure from what we've been battling on so far. It's a little bit close to Pokemon Stadium with, you know, the amount of stage real estate. You know, the Pokemon Stadium got a lot of stage to dash across. But the difference here in Kalos is that platform positioning, the open air of it all, and that super high ceiling and very far side blast zones that allow combatants to live a lot longer. Kind of make games a little bit more beneficial to the zoners of the world, such as Samus, or Dark Samus in this case. As you can see, it gives you just a lot of space to kind of dash back, pull out your projectiles, and see what your opponent will do. It also, with how the platforms are positioned, you know, kind of jumping over those projectiles puts you just in the middle of no man's land. So jumps can get caught out pretty easily, but it does serve as a double-edged sword, as you know, typically zoners don't have great escape options on landing. It can leave you kind of vulnerable to juggling scenario. So Kalos is a very interesting stage that really changes how the game is played. Alright, and wow, it's like a blink and you'll miss it, and stocks just go flying, man. Even though I did kind of go on that whole rant of, you know, being able to retain stocks on this stage due to the higher blast zones, at the end of the day, if you are able to fall to the blast zone, you fall to the blast zone, and Joan ends up dying there, I think not even taking a stock. from Omega there. Yeah, because he dropped 2 at the beginning of the match. So yeah, he didn't drop a stock, netting the lead back in WellSky's favor. That's the exact type of performance you need if you want to keep this crew battle close, and that's exactly what Omega has done. All right, already got the next challenger. We're gonna just hop right back in, get it done quick. I'd like to see that. Have that gumption, because even though, you know, that can be a little bit demoralizing, not taking a stock, the outcome of it is that we have an even game right now. So really does come down to this. Just kind of have to keep your head up and go right into this next one. If Stevie's able to take this stock, especially without dropping one, oh, it's going to be a beautiful even game. Alright, yeah, Stevie did drop a stock there, but oh man, Omega continuing to kind of play his game here. We've actually seen this exact matchup earlier in the season. Oh, they're just dancing blade each other back and forth. Very funny. Oh, big roll read there from Stevie. Oh, tries to get another one. It can't find that up smash. And Omega trying to mirror the up smash on his side too. Oh, big air dodge read. Not going to cash out fully, but does get an F tilt. Now Stevie's sitting at 110%. Climbing. Things are looking a bit scary. Oh, the counter whiffs. Does another one, and it whiffs again. Stevie gonna get punished heavily for that. Oh, down throw does find the up smash, but not a tipper connection, so it's not gonna have as much kick as you would like. Slightly mistimed on that thrust there. Not gonna find the stock. Stevie's still fighting back though. But netting this last KO just seems like such a struggle. Another dancing blade from Omega. Oh, the jab back air slightly mistimed. Gives Stevie the slightest amount of time to squeeze in a counter and take the stock. Alleviating some of the pressure there for sure. Because it was getting spooky. Getting very, very spooky. This crew battle's winding down, and it is shaping up to be a crazy one, befitting the name of the playoffs, as competition has gotten stiff here. right. WellSky with 2 more combatants on their side. They are in a pretty decent spot, you know, up 2 stocks. Same amount of players on both sides, though. So that is interesting to have here. All right, Gamma coming in with the Bowser. Big Bruiser is a nice character to have. Oh, seems like we are on the wrong stage. All right. So yeah, I was saying Bowser is actually a really strong pick here, as being such a beefy character. Stocks are really hard to come by, and then, you know, the nature of Bowser, he swings very hard and can take stocks super quickly just like that. So kind of embodies just the volatile nature of crew battles and how stocks are so important. All right, the final player for the SQ squad, Hans Guy, gonna have to pull off the 2v1 if he wants to bring home the bacon in this first crew battle match. And I mean, if there's any guy to do it, it's gonna be Hans Guy on the Shulk. man, and you can see the Smash Art already putting in work. One stock down, and there goes another guy putting in work in this FD stage, making it all the easier to just efficiently send this Bowser down to the plaza. And game, as it takes over as soon as my device tries to go to sleep. That is funny timing. WellSky immediately a 3 stock to put Squad on the map. All right, there is not potentially, this is going to be the last match. 3 versus 3. I think, at least especially not this year, I don't remember a crew battle coming down to the wire like this. I've seen some matches where it's been like it's been a 1v1, but it's like one of the players were going in with like 2 stocks or 1 stock. And this is the first time we've had just a 3 stock, 1 set match. I am pretty excited. This is literally just a best of 1 match between these 2 battlers for the whatchamacallit, for the conclusion of this match. Oh, the air dodge gets caught there. Big snag from WellSky. There goes the forward air. And yep, just sets it up perfectly. Ness really has no counterplay after getting yoinked like that. Able to just use the jump art there to stay away from all the threat zone of Ness, but oh, one miscue and you get your kneecaps clocked by the freaking bat there. A big forward smash for WellSky to get right back into this. Oh, but that shield is looking very tiny. Oh, we might have a shield break on the horizon, but nope. WellSky just looking for the correct play. Does get the 2-frame on the forward air. Sends out another, and that's a double jump caught. And a Ness down to the depths. Once again, it's just such a checkmate scenario. The jump art. WellSky trying to not make the same mistake with his positioning again here. Oh, that forward air could have been curtains. Very slick air dodge from... Oh, wow. The back air immediately answered there. Okay, yeah, and we do take the stock here, so... 1 versus 1, I mean, could it have ended any other way? Oh my gosh, waiting for the spot dodge there with that F smash. Big damage, and he does it again. Doesn't quite take the stock, turns on smash art, says go big or go home, and cleaves open a path with the air slash. WellSky finishing this crew battle at the edge. One stock left to his name. Put an SQ, Team SQ up 1-0 in the series. Holy guacamole. What a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, though, we play best of 3 crew battles here at the KC Corporate Esports Cup, especially as we are here in the playoffs, as all these players are playing for a chance at the crown, at the throne, at the cup, at the trophy. So, getting this best of 3 going is going to be our MO. Very, very insane. Down to the wire battle. Yeah, that was a crazy close one. I am excited for this game too. We're gonna have to really see how it goes. I think player order and everything is gonna mean a whole lot as we get into it. Because literally a slightly different player order, we could be seeing, WellSky victory there, or I don't know, maybe one of these battles. A lot of them were pretty close. We didn't have too many stops. There were a couple of 3-0s, but there were a couple of battles that, went 2-1 or 1-3 or 2-3. That could have really gone either way. So going into this game too, both teams have a lot to think about to see how they can get that slight edge, because that's literally what it was, a slight edge from the Monado plate of Shulk that netted select quote the victory. So really excited for this game too. Both teams seem to have decided on who they're sending in first, and we will reset the playing board and get right into it. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Let me set this back to 15. So the table is set. We're back 15 stocks to 15 stocks. Every player starting with a fresh slate. Team WellSky versus Team Select Quote. Let's get right into it. Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup 2026 playoffs. The upper bracket finals, I believe. I actually double checked the bracket. I think this is upper bracket finals. I'm reading this bracket right, because it's like, I could probably put it up, but anyways, let's get to the action. All right, Sean, so far so good. Putting on a good amount of percent and taking a stock super early is exactly the type of stuff that WellSky wants. I see why they started with Sean again. He had a very great start in game 1, and was able to put them in a great position moving forward. On the other end, though, Select Quote has Jonas a potential counter pick to Sean, as a lot of their netted stocks come from that roller, and the charge shot you know, does really well into roller, as if you roll right into a charge shot, usually the Inkling doesn't win. And then also, you know, being able to match the Splat Bomb, where Sean has gotten, you know, a good bit of mileage from the Splat Bomb. It's just another projectile that loses out to Sam. Is gonna go for the down throw there, opting to keep the battle alive. Ooh, I do like the idea of the down air there, but just slightly misspaced. Okay, forward throw, sending the opponent off stage. And there goes a baby little charge shot. Not enough gusto to take the stock, but at 168 here, Sean does find an up air to take a stock right from under Jones' nose. Oh man, now starting to eat these splat bombs. That Dark Samus is looking bright orange here today. Now, while Joan has been, you know, fine to put on the percent, just can't find the KO blow. Oh, finds the other end of a splat bomb there. And again, these splat bombs are starting to be oppressive. Big grab from Sean. The boot, yeah, up throw, up air, connecting and doing a lot of damage. And now Sean is living on a tightrope. Only so much more percent before the double feet drop kick. Gonna send, yeah, exit stage left. And wow, Sean is sitting pretty with a 3-stock victory. All right, here we are on small battlefield. A nice change of scenery here. I don't think we've really seen this too much at all in the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup, at least not any of the games I've casted. But a welcome change of pace, as this is one of the smallest stage, most close quarters combat stages that we have on the stage list. It's very similar to Battlefield, but it doesn't have that top platform, and the removal of that top platform really, funnily enough, closes the stage off. You're like, I took off the lid and you're telling me it closed off the stage? Yeah, not having that movement option, just leaving that open air, it kind of makes it a no man's land of a zone, and you really just don't want to be up there, because that's just Juggle City. And Sean losing the first stock. Wow. Alright. Sean does find the up throw. Can't connect the up air, though. Does find a little follow-up, though. You know, sometimes you don't get the true combo, but as long as you keep to your guns, you can find some more damage elsewhere. Just gotta be crafty. Just gotta be crafty. You know, we saw this as the second match last crew battle, and a trend that I saw was, you know, Nair not being able to finish off these stocks on the side of the stage here, but as you can see, that has improved quite a bit here with a beautiful explosive flame snipe. Nair's looking in top form. And Sean has yet to answer back. Does feel like a moment and, matter of time, but you know how Nair plays. Just gets that one opening, and the percent is sure to follow. Does get the roll behind grab. Sean looking in dire straits. Sean tries to do a little bit of taste of her own medicine there with his own roll behind, but just can't get it to work. The air dodge out, but can't get a punish. Sean's chance to kind of ledge trap here, but the teleport just gets Palutena right out of dodge. Uh-oh. And there goes the down air, finally finding the connection. And we go 3-0 for 3-0. A beautiful battle there, as we have the stock count even right up. Holy guacamole. We really got quite the battle on our hands. 3-0 for 3-0. We have another even playing field. The table is set. Alright, so we're getting a couple of similar looks to what we got in the last crew battle, as Dom versus Nair is a run back that I know he's been waiting for, as he kind of got swept under the table last crew battle, clearly looking to redeem himself here in this 3-stock versus 3-stock battle against Nair. Here on Final Destination. Oh my goodness. And another up air. Oh, Dom is looking in dire straits here, and the air slash bumps him right off the Final Destination. Things are not going great here for Dom in this rematch. Oh, and now we're just getting the pot shots here from across the stage, begging Dom to do something about it. And wow, just turn around, charge down smash, and it worked out beautifully. Another 3-0. I mean, something's in the water in this game too, as we went from, I think, we literally didn't, we had like, what, 1 or 2 3-0s? To now every single battle has been a 3-0. Just a completely different look for both teams. Okay, anyways. We are waiting for the next combatant. We were kind of just going rapid fire there. I kind of liked it. It was just back to back to back to back. But, man, what a crazy turnaround. So, like I said, last game, I felt like we had a lot more of even bouts. You know, one player taking 2 stocks here, one player taking 3 stocks, one player taking 3 stocks, losing 1 stock, one player taking 2 stocks, losing 2 stocks, one player, you know, taking 2 stocks and losing 3, or something along those lines. Just a little bit of mix and match. But here it's just been 3-0, bang, 3-0, bang, 3-0, bang. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a bloodbath in the second match. So seems like WellSky is going to mix it up here. Oh, wait. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought I saw someone enter, but maybe that is not who they were bringing in. But regardless, WellSky does need a good answer here, because they are the recent victims of a 3-0. So they need they're gonna need a big answer back here. Ideally a 3-0, but if they can't get a 3-0, at least taking 2 or really even 1 stock off of Nair here will do wonders as you work your way to the end of this crew battle. I mean, I am very interested here because WellSky basically, yeah, they basically have just ran back the same order. And it's like, quote, to be fair, they only changed up the lead. They only changed up the lead to Drone instead of who was leading last time? Those Hot Boys with the Captain Falcon. So not much of a change there, but I don't know. This Nair seems a lot different than the one that was in crew battle number 1. And so far they've taken 6 stocks. Alright, here on that Kalos stage, looking for a little bit of increased survivability. Okay. High percents on both sides here. I feel like whoever takes this first stock will kind of find the momentum. Maybe not, you know, complete a full 3-0, but I think it is very important here to find the first stock. So as you can see, both players are playing very defensive, and Omega finds that up tilt out of shield. Very, very good find there for Omega. Okay. Both stocks even now. But I don't know, Omega has really been keeping the pace, at least of percentage climbing, to a minimum. As you can see here, usually when Nair gets that one hit, you just instantaneously take a bunch of percent. But so far, Omega has, shown off some good defensive play, and his out of shield game has been causing Nair to kind of have to play a bit more conservative and not be able to get those big punishes and keep the pressure coming on. Okay, a really interesting recovery there. Gets Nair the ledge for free. A big back throw. Now Omega squeezes back on and finds a dash attack. Solid. Dude. Okay, there goes the explosive flame. Oh, a nice up air, but here on Kalos, that's nowhere near taking the stock. Okay, a big back throw. And there goes the counter at the ledge. And oh man, that just outright takes it. Right, both players sitting at one stock apiece. This has been a brutal battle. Ah, yes, once again, an ill-advised tap of the shield, and Omega gets that up B out of shield. Oh, another big up air, but it just won't take the stock here on Kalos, but drifting too low to the blast zone will. Alright, and a beautiful ending to a very pivotal game here in this crew battle. Nair hangs on by a stock. And, WellSky's chances of victory continue to dwindle. That is a rough one if you are a WellSky fan. Dropping down to only 6 stocks, that means you have 2 players left before you lose your winner's side of the playoffs. This dominant SQ team is going to continue to dominate unless WellSky has something to say about it here and now. This is the time where you start making the plays necessary for a comeback. If they're not made here, it really puts a lot on that anchor of yours. So let's see how it goes. How it freaking goes. Oh, and Gamma pulls out the Snake. I tried to pre-fire on the Bowser here, but no, we're going a different character. Snake, another actually solid crew battle character. Not as heavy as Bowser, but he does pack quite a punch. And the benefit he has over Bowser is that Snake can be quite the defensive character. As you can see, he has an arsenal of explosives at his disposal that will allow him to play pretty far range. Yeah, it really puts the onus on there to get through and not take a truckload of damage trying to get to them. Okay, and the stock has flown, but you know, Gamma is gonna be playing the long game here, I believe. It's just a game of trying to get percent with these explosives and whittle down this last stock of Nairs, because it would be very big for Team WellSky if Nair is off the board, but obviously Nair's not just gonna give up this last stock. Oh my goodness, almost catches the roll, but Gamma being super slippery here as Snake is quite intended to be. Another grenade tossed out. There goes the Nikita, gets reflected. Oh, but gets a second hit. Oh, the explosive flame right on top of his head. Oh, and another one catches the slow drift down. Freaking wonderful. Yeah, see, the thing is that with this strategy, the auto reticle and explosive flame from Palutena are decent projectiles that really make you have to kind of play on your P's and Q's. You're not gonna just be able to throw grenades from the other side, especially with that reflect too, and just the pure speed of Palutena makes it able to close that gap very quickly. And unfortunately, Gamma just gets speed blitzed and loses 3 stocks. Another 3-0 destruction from Nair in this game 2. Looking like she's ready to put WellSky away. So that game 1 banger, it was merely a fluke. This does not look great for the WellSky. I wanted like some alliteration there, but I don't know. WellSky supporters? Yeah, I guess WellSky supporters. Yeah, it works. I don't know. What's a fan? What is a term for fans that starts with W? I'll have to workshop that. But regardless, WellSky is on the back foot, and things are not looking good. But this is where great stories are made, you know? When things don't look great, and you have insurmountable odds, you know, persevering and finding the victory in tough times is what makes, you know, sports and esports wonderful things. So we can see if it happens here or if I was just filibustering until the end of this game, as this is potentially the last match here of this crew battle. All right. So far so good. That Evta was the first connection that Nair has found on to the Nest Extraordinaire. But that's a big opener. Going to continue to rack on the damage here. And now we have a less trapping scenario that the get up attack actually just works. Get you out of it. Oh, and a dangerous spot. The double jump. Air dodge back to the ledge gets you in safe harbor, and the back air does do it. That's exactly what you want to go hitless. And, or not hitless, stockless. Regardless, WellSky still has 3. And that's what you need if you're going to make this comeback. Man. Oh, well, we're just waiting on the combatant. That's all. So, yeah, Select Quote does have 3 more players. 3v1. Here we go. And that Captain Falcon that we missed so dearly in the round 2 fight is back on the board. Or, I'm sorry, round 1. Last match, he was the leader for this Select Quote team. And now coming in at a very pivotal point. That could be the final match of this crew battle here in the winners in the upper bracket finals. Okay, Hug of Love right over the edge there. Gonna get some extra damage. Oh, speaking of extra damage, that PK Fire toasted Captain Falcon here. Dang, Hot Boys loves that stomp move. Sending the opponent directly into the ground does set up for some great follow-ups Oh, okay. Immediate grab gets the up throw, but not quite enough to take the stock. But that forward air does a lot of damage, and the up smash is exactly what the doctor ordered. Okay, Falcon kick. And a nice little roundhouse kick there. And the backhand to finish off the stock. And that's a big stock take, as select quote, every 3 of their stocks is equivalent to 1 of WellSky's here, as they are in quite the lead. Oh, an errant Falcon punch. Not going to go punish, though. Great bait, right? Oh, PK fire into the bat. Gonna do some damage, but oh, a little Raptor boost never hurt nobody. Hot Boys is back in the mix. Can't find his way past the wall of back airs, though. And the onslaught of aerials just continues, but the immediate up B to kind of get some stage presence doesn't quite work out the way he wants it. And another Raptor boost just goes right through the yo-yo. Oh, I love the up B there. Very great move to pull out in the arsenal. And wow, perfectly spaced, perfectly timed back air of gods. Hot Boys takes another stock, and there goes another one in response. But this, if you're WellSky, is not what you want. A back and forth banker actually means the end of your upper bracket tournament life. You got 7 more stocks to take, and you only have 1 to your name. This is very troublesome. But at this juncture, you just need to lock in and make sure you get this Captain Falcon off the board. Because the match could just end right here if you're not careful. If you're too busy thinking about how you beat 2 other competitors, you gotta make sure you can beat this one. Okay, PK Fire finds the clip, and there goes the yo-yo. Closes it out, but the damage has been done. WellSky literally hanging on, you know, just by a pinky. By a pinky. By a pinky they're hanging on, you know? One stock left. This is not the position you want to be in any scenario. Yeah, not only is a 2v1 a harrowing hill to climb, a 2v1 where you only have 1 stock, that's rough, buddy. That is rough. So that means, like, really any mistake here could cost the entire WellSky team to drop down to the lower bracket. A lot of pressure for sure, but that is the weight you take on when being the anchor. That's why they call you the anchor, because you weigh the team down, you ground them, you keep them at bay, keep them at the dock. If you're released, the ship sails and your time is up. So let's get right into it. Alright, we are potentially going to end it all on this stage. We started it with the Smashville pick here. Oof, that's a big swing for the fences. First stock down for Stevie. Oh, and just like that, like I said, one mistake, the tipper will find you and bring us home. A beautiful victory here for Select Quote. GG's, ladies and gentlemen, and that is gonna be a wrap on the upper bracket finals here for the Kansas City Corporate Esports Cup. Playoffs have been quite intense, and everything will come to a head this Saturday, July 18th. Be sure to tune in. I believe we go live with Smash at least at noon with the lower bracket finals, and then we'll play all the way through the finals, the grand finals, and crown our champion on. That's a Saturday, right? I think that's a Saturday. Yeah, it's a Saturday. So you guys keep it tuned. It's your boy Big M, and until next time, signing out.